Welcome back to my channel. Today we will learn about one of the most heartbreaking yet emotionally compelling story arcs from The Bold and the Beautiful. In this episode of passion, tragedy, and redemption, we witness the highs of love and the devastating lows of loss, and how life finds a way to go on, even after the darkest storm. Let's dive into it. Taylor and Ridge were in a great place. After so many years of emotional turmoil, complicated pasts, and lingering shadows, they had finally found peace in each other. Their bond was stronger than ever. Ridge, hoping to leave behind the cycles of heartbreak, had proposed to Taylor, determined to give her the calm, beautiful life she deserved. Taylor, full of joy, accepted his proposal. They were on the brink of a new beginning, preparing to become husband and wife once more. Before the wedding, however, Taylor had one commitment she couldn't cancel. As a respected and passionate psychologist, she was scheduled to travel to Australia for a mental health conference. Ridge didn't want her to go, he had a bad feeling. But Taylor assured him it would be a short trip. She promised she would come back, and they would resume wedding plans immediately. She kissed him goodbye at the airport, unaware it would be the last time. The explosion that changed everything. Tragedy struck in the cruelest way imaginable. The plane carrying Taylor exploded midair over the Pacific Ocean. There were no survivors. News of the disaster spread quickly, and Ridge was one of the first to receive the call. At first, he couldn't believe it. Denial took hold. But as he rushed to the airport with Steffi by his side, the cold, hard confirmation hit: Taylor had been on that plane. She was gone. Ridge collapsed in despair. Steffi broke down, screaming through tears, unable to process the sudden, violent loss of her mother. The world they knew crumbled in an instant. Taylor, the healer, the nurturer, the woman who had helped so many others find their footing, had been taken from them with no warning, no goodbye. The mourning begins. Taylor's funeral was a somber event. Family, friends, and colleagues gathered to pay their respects to a woman who had touched so many lives. The Forrester estate was draped in sorrow. The absence of her presence was unbearable. Ridge stood by her casket in disbelief, not wanting to accept that the love of his life was truly gone. Among the mourners stood Brooke Logan, Ridge's former wife and longtime love. Brooke had a complicated history with Taylor, full of rivalry, jealousy, but also mutual respect. She saw how devastated Ridge was, and in that moment, she put everything else aside. Brooke approached him with genuine comfort, offering her support during his darkest hour. She reminded Ridge that Taylor would have wanted him to live, not wither in grief. She believed Taylor was in a better place and urged Ridge to carry on, for himself, for Steffi, and for the family. Brooke's steady support. In the weeks following the funeral, Ridge shut down. He withdrew from the world, barely speaking, barely eating. He wandered the halls of the Forrester mansion like a ghost. It was Brooke who refused to give up on him. She visited daily, bringing meals, checking on him, talking to him even when he didn't respond. She sat with him in silence, cried with him when he couldn't hold it in, and reminded him of the man he used to be. Slowly, Ridge began to respond. It wasn't quick, and it wasn't easy, but he started to feel again. He started sketching designs again, something he hadn't done since Taylor died. He even began spending time with his grandchildren. Through it all, Brooke was by his side, not pressuring him, not pushing for more, just being present. That constancy meant more than Ridge could put into words. A new flame from old ashes. Months passed. The pain of Taylor's death remained, but it dulled slightly. Ridge began to laugh again, to smile, small moments that showed signs of life returning. And with it came a realization he wasn't expecting: He was falling for Brooke again. It wasn't like before. This wasn't the fiery, turbulent love they'd once shared. This was something gentler, born out of shared grief, mutual respect, and history. Ridge saw Brooke differently now, not just as the woman he had loved and fought with, but as someone who had saved him from the brink. One evening, as they sat watching the sunset over the beach, Ridge turned to her and said simply, "Thank you." Brooke smiled. She knew what he meant. A few weeks later, Ridge surprised everyone when he announced that he and Brooke had rekindled their relationship. Not everyone was pleased. Steffi, still grieving her mother, struggled with the news, but Ridge made it clear, Brooke had been his anchor, and he loved her. But Taylor's story isn't over. Just as Ridge and Brooke began settling into their new life together, whispers began to circulate. A journalist from an Australian paper contacted the Forresters, claiming to have uncovered evidence that not all passengers from the ill-fated flight had perished. Ridge dismissed it as tabloid garbage, wishful thinking from conspiracy theorists. But something about it nagged at him. Then came the email. An anonymous message with a single attachment, a photo of a woman who looked exactly like Taylor, walking through a crowded street in Jakarta, Indonesia. Ridge stared at the screen, his heart pounding. Could it be? Could Taylor somehow be alive? A shocking discovery. Ridge flew to Jakarta without hesitation, with Brooke's support. After days of searching and dead ends, he finally found her. It was Taylor, alive, but not the same. She had survived the crash but had suffered a traumatic brain injury. She had wandered for weeks before being rescued by a remote fishing village, then brought to a clinic with no identification. Her memory was fractured, and she had assumed a different identity, living quietly under the care of a local family. When Ridge found her, it took time for Taylor to recognize him. But the floodgates opened once she did. Tears, memories, and emotions came rushing back. Ridge promised to bring her home and get her the help she needed. He brought her back to Los Angeles quietly, fearing the media circus. Only family was informed. Steffi's breakdown, and reconciliation. Steffi was in shock. She couldn't believe her mother was alive. The reunion was emotional, raw, and overwhelming. But the joy was quickly shadowed by complications. Taylor had missed so much. Her daughter had grieved her, only to find her world turned upside down again. Worse, Taylor returned to find Ridge with Brooke. It was a messy, painful situation. Taylor felt betrayed, even though she understood that time had passed. Ridge felt torn, grateful to have Taylor back, but in love with Brooke. Brooke, for her part, offered Taylor nothing but respect and sympathy, but she knew the tension would only grow. The love triangle rekindled. Taylor's return reopened old wounds. Ridge found himself pulled in two directions, the woman who had stood by him in grief and the woman he had never stopped loving. Taylor's presence stirred memories, hopes, and regrets. She didn't ask Ridge to leave Brooke, but everyone could see it in her eyes, she still loved him. The press eventually caught wind of her miraculous return, and Taylor's survival became headline news. Everyone had questions. How had she survived? Why had she not contacted anyone sooner? Could she resume her career? Was she emotionally ready? Meanwhile, the Forresters were split. Some supported Ridge staying with Brooke, honoring the life they'd rebuilt. Others pushed for him to reunite with Taylor, citing their history and family bond. A future unwritten. Ridge found himself at a crossroads. For once, he didn't want to make a rash decision. He told both women that he needed time to figure out who he was, what he wanted, and how to move forward without hurting anyone. Taylor, focused on healing and reconnecting with her children, respected his choice. Brooke, heartbroken but dignified, did the same. For now, Ridge chose himself. He took a leave from Forrester Creations, traveling alone to reflect. He wrote letters to both women, expressing his love and gratitude, but not making promises he couldn't keep. Taylor, back in her home, began slowly rebuilding her life. She started working with trauma patients again, using her own story to help others. Brooke returned to her career, empowered but quietly nursing the ache of lost love. Steffi, finally at peace, focused on her children and business, grateful to have her mother back, even if everything had changed. And so, in classic Bold and the Beautiful fashion, the cycle of love, loss, and healing continues. What happens next remains unwritten, but one thing is certain, the story is far from over. Next, we will dive into the exciting news surrounding the iconic television series The Bold and the Beautiful as it prepares to jet off to the stunning landscapes of Naples and Capri, Italy, for an unforgettable filming adventure. Under the visionary guidance of executive producer and head writer Bradley Bell, this multi-Emmy award-winning soap opera continues to captivate audiences worldwide with its dramatic storytelling and breathtaking locations. In this extended feature, we'll explore the significance of this international shoot, the deep connection between B&B and Italy, the star-studded cast joining the journey, and much more, with fresh insights and imaginative details woven into every paragraph. A love affair with Italy, filming in Naples and Capri. For decades, The Bold and the Beautiful has shared a passionate bond with Italy, a country where the show, known locally as Beautiful, enjoys a massive and loyal following. This time, the production team has chosen the sun-drenched city of Naples and the enchanting island of Capri as the backdrop for their latest storyline. Naples, with its vibrant streets, historic castles, and the dramatic backdrop of Mount Vesuvius, offers a raw, authentic charm that promises to infuse the episodes with a gritty yet romantic energy. Meanwhile, Capri, often dubbed the jewel of the Tyrrhenian Sea, will provide a luxurious contrast with its azure waters, glamorous villas, and iconic blue grotto, setting the stage for high-stakes drama and star-crossed romance. These locations aren't just settings. They're characters in their own right, adding depth and emotion to every scene. Over the years, B&B has filmed in Italy more than in any other foreign destination, with past shoots in dreamy locales like Lake Como, the canals of Venice, the quaint coastal town of Portofino, the rustic beauty of Puglia, and the eternal city of Rome. This return to Italian soil reaffirms the show's commitment to showcasing the country's unparalleled beauty, weaving its culture and history into the fabric of the series' enduring legacy. A global phenomenon, broadcast reach and international shoots. The Bold and the Beautiful isn't just a soap opera, it's a global cultural phenomenon, broadcast in over 100 countries and territories under various titles that resonate with local audiences. In Italy, the series airs on Mediaset's Canale 5, where it has been a cornerstone of daytime television for years, drawing millions of viewers who eagerly follow the tangled lives of the Forrester and Logan families. Beyond Italy, the show has taken its cameras to a myriad of exotic destinations, including the futuristic skylines of Abu Dhabi and Dubai, the sun-soaked beaches of Australia, the fairy tale landscapes of Denmark, the romantic allure of France, the vibrant energy of Mexico, the regal elegance of Monaco, and the charming windmills of the Netherlands. Each international shoot has added a unique flavor to the series, blending local traditions and stunning visuals with the core drama that fans crave. Additionally, the cast has embarked on whirlwind press tours and fan experiences in far-flung places like South Africa, Bulgaria, Iceland, Finland, Belgium, Canada, and Greece, creating unforgettable memories and strengthening their bond with an ever-growing international fanbase. The upcoming episodes, filmed amidst the rustic charm of Naples and the opulent beauty of Capri, are set to air in the US in July of this year, while Italian viewers will have to wait until 2026 to witness the magic on their screens, building anticipation to a fever pitch. Star power, the cast heading to Italy. The Italian shoot will feature some of B&B's most beloved stars, ensuring that fans are in for a treat. Catherine Kelly Lang, who has portrayed the fiery Brooke Logan since the show's very first episode, will bring her signature intensity to the Italian backdrop, perhaps exploring new romantic entanglements against the dramatic cliffs of Capri. John McCook, the patriarch Eric Forrester, also a veteran since day one, is expected to anchor pivotal family drama, possibly involving a business deal gone awry in the bustling markets of Naples. Torsten Kaye, known for his complex portrayal of Ridge Forrester, will likely delve into emotional conflicts, with the stunning Italian scenery amplifying every heartfelt moment. Adding to the excitement is the return of Jack Wagner as Nick Marone, a character who has been away from the canvas for some time but whose recent comeback has fans buzzing with speculation. Could Nick's presence in Italy hint at a long-buried secret resurfacing or a new love story unfolding under the Mediterranean sun? This powerhouse ensemble, combined with the evocative settings, promises episodes brimming with passion, betrayal, and unexpected twists that will keep viewers glued to their screens for weeks to come. Fan engagement, a special event in Naples. For fans in Italy, the excitement doesn't stop with the filming. The Bold and the Beautiful is hosting a once-in-a-lifetime public event at the historic Castel Nuovo in Naples, a 13th-century fortress that overlooks the city's bustling port, adding a touch of medieval grandeur to the occasion. Scheduled for Saturday, May 31st, from 2 to 5 p.m., this meet and greet will give devoted followers a rare chance to interact with their favorite stars, snap photos, and perhaps even get a sneak peek into what's coming next for their beloved characters. Imagine standing in the shadow of ancient stone walls, the salty sea breeze in the air, as you chat with Catherine Kelly Lang about Brooke's latest scandal or ask John McCook for a hint about Eric's next move. The event is expected to draw thousands, turning the castle grounds into a vibrant celebration of soap opera fandom. Local vendors might even join in, offering Neapolitan treats like sfogliatella pastries and espresso, while street musicians play traditional tarantella tunes, creating an atmosphere of pure Italian festivity. This gesture of fan appreciation underscores B&B's commitment to connecting with its audience on a personal level, making every viewer feel like part of the extended Forrester family. Behind the scenes, collaboration and local talent. The production of these Italian episodes isn't just a Hollywood endeavor, it's a true collaboration with local talent and expertise. B&B will partner with Rome-based Canizzo Produzioni, a renowned production company known for its deep understanding of Italian landscapes and logistics, ensuring that every shot captures the soul of Naples and Capri. Local cast and crew will be hired, bringing authentic voices and perspectives to the storytelling process, from dialect coaches helping the actors nail Neapolitan accents to location scouts uncovering hidden gems like a tucked-away trattoria or a secluded cliffside path. This infusion of regional talent not only enriches the production but also boosts the local economy, shining a spotlight on Italy's thriving film industry. Imagine a young Italian actor landing their first big break on a globally watched series, or a seasoned cinematographer framing a sunset over the Gulf of Naples in a way that leaves audiences breathless. Under the creative stewardship of Bradley Bell, who has guided the series since its inception, this fusion of international and local artistry promises to deliver episodes that are as visually stunning as they are emotionally gripping. A legacy of excellence, 38 seasons and counting. Now in its remarkable 38th season, The Bold and the Beautiful holds the title of the world's most watched daily serialized drama, a testament to its timeless appeal and innovative storytelling. With millions of viewers tuning in across more than 100 countries, the show has transcended borders, languages, and cultures, becoming a shared experience for generations of fans. Key to this enduring success are the constants behind the scenes and on screen. Bradley Bell, whose creative vision continues to push boundaries, Catherine Kelly Lang, whose portrayal of Brooke has evolved from ingenue to matriarch, and John McCook, whose gravitas as Eric anchors the show's sprawling ensemble. Since the very first episode aired, these pillars have remained steadfast, guiding B&B through decades of love triangles, corporate battles, and shocking reveals. The upcoming Italian episodes are poised to add another chapter to this storied legacy, blending the old-world charm of Naples and Capri with the modern melodrama that defines the series. As fans, we can only wait with bated breath to see how these breathtaking locations will shape the next twist in the Forrester-Logan saga, knowing that B&B will continue to surprise and delight us at every turn.